Hey everybody, what's up? Wanted to do a quick review of these FARSPORTS WHEELSFAR wheels. These are coming out of China. WHEELSFAR is the back-end producer for the FARSPORTS wheels. These are a 58 depth on the front and the rear with a 24 internal width, carbon spoke, their own hubs. I came off a set of Roval Rapide CLX, the ones that come on the tarmac stock. So was running steel spokes and went to carbon spokes for these. Not my first carbon wheel set. I've run 2 sets of Hypers. These black inks are carbon spoked, but as soon as I rode these wheels, I regretted it. I regretted buying them. I hate to say it. They're super cheap. They're like $950 a piece. Very well made. The craftsmanship on them is super nice. The fronts are 1,011 grams. They're 30 millimeters deep with 24 internals. Both are 20 spoke. 11 grams on the front. On the shallow. These deep wheels were 1,370 grams. So I got them because they were deeper than the Rovals and lighter, but absolutely atrocious in a crosswind. This is the stiffest, most uncompliant riding wheel I've ever been on. And my roads are really rough around where I train. There's tons of cracks, tons of patchwork, hardly any new pavement. The pavement that I ride is probably 30 to 40 years old, and it's just in terrible shape. Just to let you know, these are 28 tubeless. I run about 60 PSI on the front, 65 on the rear. So I run pretty low pressure. They were still super stiff, and I just hated the way that they felt. I could not train on those wheels. They could be a decent race wheel, but I want to remind you that vibration loss, you have a loss of efficiency from vibration, and the Roval wheels rode so smooth. I just felt like I could plow through any of the rough stuff that I train on, and I just felt no loss of speed. And both these wheel sets just felt way too harsh, and I didn't really enjoy riding them because of that. If the road was smooth, they're fine. I enjoyed it. These wheels climb great. It just goes back to how rough they ride. I was riding these with 30 millimeter tires, 50 PSI front, 55 rear. And I don't know what it is about these wheels. These black inks ride smoother. These are 28 tires, and these wheels are noticeably smoother than the shallow from WHEELSFAR. And the WHEELSFAR had a bigger tire, lower pressure, and still rode rougher than these black inks. I like training on a shallow wheel just because when I'm doing intervals and stuff, I don't want to have to be fighting crosswinds and putting energy into fighting a crosswind just to ride a deep wheel in training. Also, like during training, I like to ride with no hands on the bars, like to drink or eat a bar and stuff. And it's so much easier to do on a shallow wheel. So I'm using these black inks to train on. I got these WHEELSFAR to train on, and I'm just gonna sell them because they ride too rough, super light. I think I am gonna be done with carbon spoke wheels, gonna go back to steel. I just learned my lesson with both of these wheels, and I don't think it's worth it, especially for the roads that I ride. It's just not compliant enough, and I feel like I'm losing speed and losing efficiency, especially comfort. by having such a rigid wheel, but they're very well made. The bearings were super smooth. I put probably 1,000 miles on the shallow ones. I only rode the deep ones a few times just because I just didn't enjoy riding them. But for a smooth pavement, if you ride in a place that has good pavement, they would be great, but they don't work for me. So that's you don't find many reviews on these. And there's my review on them. Thanks.